What's up, guys? We're back again, and this time we're going to be putting in the new fuel pump and the new fuel tank. I got a whole bunch of different stuff. Gonna do a carb rebuild kit, oil change on it, full tune-up, spark plugs, new spark plug wires. The fuel tank's actually just sitting right there. It was identical to the old one. All the holes lined right up. So we're gonna get to doing that. So I was tinkering around with the car, found out they are replacement quarter panels on this. As you can tell, they're Bondo filled everywhere. And the weirder thing is, you can see it over here because I ground some down to metal. So yeah, it's Bondo. But rivets are what put it on, and some shitty welds. But I plan on taking the whole car down to bare metal anyway, so I'll fix all that. Alright, so the fuel pump goes down in there. You know, if you watched the last video, you know, I plugged it with paper towel. I just took the paper towel out. This is the old pump. Old fuel pump versus new fuel pump. They're basically identical, not any major differences I see, so that's good. They should bolt right in, so we'll get to doing that. Okay, so this rod here goes on a push rod that is inside the block, and that is what moves the mechanism here that pumps fuel from the fuel tank all the way to this, and then pumps it up to the carburetor. So you just have to make sure you're lined up in there correctly on the push rod, or else it just won't work and nothing's gonna be lined up. So I replaced the fuel pump. It was hard to video me actually replacing it, so I didn't even bother. And then I hooked the fuel line, the old fuel line, back up for right now. And then I ran an external fuel line to a tank just to act as a gas tank, just to get it fired up. So it did die after, probably ran for almost 10 seconds. So I'm guessing the floats in the carburetor are staying dry. So the carburetor does need a full rebuild. I do have the rebuild kit with me. Change the oil, replace every single spark plug wire, and change all the spark plugs. And we're gonna drain the radiator as well and get all new fluids in there. So that is what's next. I'm also gonna take these tires and wheels off finally, because I finally got the locking lugs off. That was a pain. Shout out Harbor Freight. But I'm gonna pop these off real quick, then I'm gonna run down to the tire shop and get some new tires ordered, and we'll get those back on as soon as I can. All right, now that I have that stuff done, it's all on jack stands. The wheels are off at my tire guy, so I got some classic white walls for it, because I still like the old school look of the white walls. Now I'm gonna change the oil, and then I'm gonna do spark plug wires and spark plugs. So, and then I'm gonna get the radiator drained as well, full tune up, and then after that, I'm gonna end up pulling the carburetor off and doing a rebuild on that. Alright, there's the oil pan, there's the drain bolt, and then there's the oil filter. We're gonna be draining the oil and replacing the filter right now. That's some dark oil. I had to stop and grab me an oil filter ratchet.
If zombies aren't real, you just make me scared. Oh, just more oil.
Yep, and the filter. Alright, I got that oil filter replaced finally. I actually had to go back to O'Reilly and get a different one. The one I had was not correct for the threads. So I had to go get a different one. Alright, now we can add in some oil. I'll let that settle for a second, and I'll check the dipstick. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal was, but whatever's up with this one, it was just different threads. It wouldn't screw into the engine block. So I had to go back and find the right one. Which is weird because they matched it up to me the first time. So I don't know what happened. Alright, it's on full, so we are good. Alright, I'm gonna stop the video here for today. For right now anyway, I gotta go get ready to go. And then just be on the lookout for the next one. See you guys later.